Hello everyone, we are group 3 and we are going to introduce some problems and analysis of Rhb Bank. This is our group members and this is the content. It includes 5 parts. My group member will introduce the first part.
Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm honored to introduce to you an important institution in the financial sector, Rhb Bank. And I will introduce background part. Rhb Bank is a Malaysia bank based in Kuala Lumpur and founded in 1994. It's one of the largest banks in Malaysia with more than 118 branches. It offers a diverse range of banking products and services that cover the needs of individuals, small businesses, as well as capital level. Rhb Bank not only has a strong market position in this home country of Malaysia, but also has a significant international presence in the LCN region. Rhb Bank has a strong international presence with operation in 8 countries. Rhb Bank stands out in the Malaysia financial sectors for its excellence with their strong market leadership, cross-border, regional process, and diversified business preference. They provide customers with simple, fast, and seamless financial experience. In its competitive financial world, Rhb Bank ensures that they remain at the forefront of the industry through continuous innovation and service excellence. That's all. Thank you, and let's all look forward to an even bright future for Rhb Bank. And please, the next member.
Okay, hello everyone. So this part I will do a SWOT analysis for the Rhb Bank. Let's start from the strengths. So basically there are 3 points. The first one will be the diverse financial structure. As my group member also introduced that there are basically 5 parts for the Rhb Bank, and also their business also contains the banking, Islamic, and insurance. And for all this part, they all give the Rhb Bank the really great revenues. And the second strength will be the geographic diversity. As Rhb Bank is a really influential bank in the Southeast Asia, their business are in many locations, which contains Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and also other countries. And all this bank in these countries bring the substantial revenue to the Rhb Bank. And to the third strength will be the cooperation and the partnership. Rhb Bank, they have a really successful partnership with other financial institutions. For example, they have cooperated with the OSK Investment Bank. And the cooperation with other financial institutions also bring the great revenues. So now let's move on to the weakness. There are two parts. The first one will be the competition with some small digital banks. As the technology developed in the current days, there are many they come up with many new digital banks. Although they have the small scales, but the innovative technology bring a really great competition to the Rhb Bank. And the second part is the dependent on the regional market. As I mentioned before, the Rhb Bank, they have a great influence in the South Asia. However, basically the large part of their business is in the Malaysia. So I think the excessive dependence in the Malaysia markets may influence the Rhb Bank, the future development. And the next part will be the opportunity. So there are 3 points. The first one is the expand and the broaden. So in this year's Rhb Bank is planning to expand their business. As it mentioned in the annual report, they have a strategic plan which called the TWP24, together with Progress 2024. Basically, it's a 3 years plan which have 3 objectives: be the primary bank, prioritize customer experience, and also drive quality growth. So this kind of strategic plan will help the Rhb Bank to increase their substantial development and help them to be more competitive in the market. Now, the second opportunity is a partnership with the innovation enterprise. So in this years, there are many fintech startups. So Rhb Bank, they provide a program called Rhb Accelerator. They cooperate with many small-scale fintech innovation companies and help them to come up with some products which we can use in the banking, insurance, also some other medical or education areas. So this kind of opportunity can help the Rhb Bank to have more platforms and expand their business. And for the third opportunity is the new service in the digital bank. So as we mentioned before, the digital bank is really influential nowadays. So Rhb Bank also can expand their business to the digital banking, and with the digital banking, they can attract more consumers and also meet the preference of all the consumers. Okay, so let's move on to the last part, the threats. The threats of the Rhb Bank, there are also 3 parts. The first is due to the market disruption, the fintech. So because of the emergence of the financial technology, Rhb Bank as a traditional bank, they really makes a lot of challenges because they are unfamiliar with the new technology. They need to have to spend more time to learn about this. And the second threat will be the cyber security risk. So with all this technology, the security threats may influence the customers' personal data because there may some hackers and to steal the personal data from all the customers. If the customers were threats and lose their own money, they may lose their loyalty and don't trust the Rhb Bank anymore. So the last threats will be the economic uncertainty and market volatility. So because of the COVID-19, the global market is in a recovering process. So because of the economic is not that is not good. So if the Rhb Bank cannot make sure their quality of the loans and their investment products, the customers will not choose Rhb Bank as their first choice. So I think that's all for the SWOT part. Now let's move on to my partners.
Okay, I will introduce the first aspect about the Rhb problems. At the time changing, some problems will arise in the financial industry and the banking industry. It contains two aspects. The number one is the acceleration of the digital ecosystem has driven the spread of digitalization, and the innovative use of financial technology is challenging many traditional business models applied to financial service around the world. Rhb Bank is still mainly a traditional bank relying on offline shop and facing some competition and adaptability problems. At the same time, consumer expectations and the regulatory requirements are increasing. Therefore, for Rhb Bank, there are problems in digitalization and the financial technology and the influence of technological updates of the time. The number two is the fintech space in Malaysia is not yet fully matured, which is a problem faced by most banks and needs to be integrated into the financial valuation. Rhb Bank had also made some changes in the financial valuation. For example, the merger of Rhb Bank with CIMB. This move has allowed Rhb Bank to improve its position to a certain extent and has been a way of expanding its scale. However, in the face of the threats posed by the financial challenges, Rhb also needs to continue to make changes in the fintech space. Next are the solutions to these two problems. The number one is the solutions in digitalization and fintech. On the government side, first of all, the Malaysia government supports the advancement of digitalization. On April 29, 2022, Bank Negara Malaysia approved 5 applications for digital bank licenses approved by the Malaysia Finance Minister, including Rhb Bank. What should Rhb Bank do? It includes 4 points. The number one is accelerating and expanding digital transformation and function mobile platforms. Number two is developing digital talent is a key factor in ensuring that banks continue to innovate and compete in the digital age. Strengthening internal training and attracting external expertise in the field of digitalization. The three is establishing fintech partnerships, strategic partnerships, technologies, and enhanced services through acquisition, investments, or collaborations. Number four is strengthen cyber security and invest in robust cyber security system to ensure the purity of customer data. The next is the solutions facing competitive threats posed by the financial regulation. It includes 4 points. The number one is proactive participation in the fintech ecosystem. Active participation in and support of fintech ecosystem can contribute to the advancement of Rhb Bank through collaboration. Number two is banks need to strengthen intelligent risk management, more AI and big data analysis technology to establish an intelligent risk management system. The number three is the innovative production of more products and service, continuously introduce innovative financial products and service to meet customer needs. Last one is the continuous monitoring of steps. Firstly, market trend analysis, computer analysis, and technical for innovation monitoring. Okay, that's all my part.
Technology issue. In addition to the influence of the time, the banking industry is also very important in terms of technology. First of all, in terms of data leakage, the technical addition occurred in Rhb Bank in June 2021. There was a vulnerability in Rhb Bank data. When you receive someone else's account report, you can see your personal information, bank account number, and you can log in with your password. There are loopholes in banks' electronic statement system that hacker may exploit to obtain sensitive customer information, leading to data leaks. This is a currently technical issue in the banking system. Second is like the problem faced by some other banks. Rhb Bank has applied blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is decentralized database structure that counting two type of data, transaction and block. Transaction and block. However, there are many problems with blockchain technology. First is security. Blockchain is likely to be the subject to various forms of the network attacks because the blockchain network is based on trust. Second is legal issue. Since the blockchain network is based on smart contract and does not have the dedicated entity to manage it, there is still uncertainty about how to treat the legal status of the network, and there is no automatic execution of any contract teams. Next member introduce a solution.
Okay, this part is in technology. The first is strengthen the authentication mechanism. Multi-factor authentication can increase the complexity of user authentication and improve system security. The second is strengthen access control. Ensure that only authorized users have access to specific system and data. The second is strengthen the training of employees to master technology. Ensure employees understand conceivable threat and how to protect against them to reduce internal risk. The application of blockchain technology. The first is government. The Malaysia introduced government high technology group has partnered with blockchain advocacy agency block to develop a blockchain industry in Malaysia. CIMB, Rhb, and Maybank are currently working with fintech companies in Malaysia to incorporate the technology into their current system. The bank itself, the first is enhance the security. By establishing multiple layers of security, banks can increase the level of protection of their digital assets and consumer data. The second is promoting sustainable development. Banks should focus on sustainability when adapting blockchain technology, especially reducing energy consumption. The last is legal compliance. Banks should actively work with government agencies to ensure that their digitally transform blockchain application not only comply with existing regulations but also adapt to the future legal environmental. That's all. Last to my partner to continue.
Okay, for the next part is the issue in the credit expansion in the Rhb. First is credit expansion refer to the relaxation of lending criteria by financial institution to grant loans on terms below the level bucket of the interest rate. This can lead to a frequent problem of the bad debt in the bank. Therefore, Rhb Bank has a very big bad debt problem, and the bank debt management system is very inefficient. Therefore, with the same goal of the expanding company businesses, Malaysia commercial banks ignoring the problem of the assessing the credit expansion. This risk can affect the Rhb Bank in the various ways, such as first, increase in the loan loss provision, because there will have many people or many customer or many client that will give the loan loss because they did not get to pay the loan by the due date. The second is the financial loss, which the abandon of the loan that did not get in the date. Therefore, they will have the financial loss in their banks. Next is the liquidity strain. The liquidity strain is there will be too much of debt in the company. The liquidity will be blocked because of this type of loan. Lastly is the high borrowing cost. When the people that cannot buy the loan, the high borrowing cost for the next client will be increased because they did not have the specific budget or the specific profit to make for the next client. Next is the solution. Next slide, please. The solution for this credit issue, we appoint 5 solutions. First is establishment of the quick notification system. We'll be sending the notice quickly to the customer who failed to repay the loan. And next is we will post a rapid notification for the customer to aware about their debts. And next is the proactive notification. This proactive notification is we will give some warning or some punishment or if the debt cannot be repaid. Next is appointment for the repayment. The appointment for repayment is we schedule the repayment appointment for the debtor to make an easy solution for them. We will be develop an appropriate repayment plan for them so they can have the easier way to pay the debt. The third one is the coordination and the cooperation. By cooperate between the banks and the debtor will lead to the clear solution and the strategy. Because the debtor will have a trust relationship and increase their loyalty toward the bank services because we cooperate and we coordinate the bank solution for them. The fourth is the control of the bad debt problem. We must have the research from the other sources like Japan contribute in strategy about the reducing bad debt problem because Japan have the efficient way to solve this problem. We will be analyze the root cause of the bad loan problem and we will develop the countermeasure for the effective strategy on that issue. Lastly is the education and support. This education and support is we provide the feedback survey or the chatbot for them to easier understand and for them to easier to have a clear information about them and about the information that they did not understand in the particular question. Therefore, this support will make the client to have their aware about the bank information. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Let me present the summary. By understanding the background of RHB, its strengths and weaknesses, and the impact of the modern context, RHB must continue to change. RHB Bank must adapt to the changing time by embracing digital transformation and forming strategic fintech partnerships, addressing technological vulnerabilities, adopting blockchain securely, and complying with regulations and critical credit expansion issues require proactive measures, including quick notification, debt coordination and risk management improvements, the importance of education and support to enhance debtors' financial literacy and prevent future repayment problems. That's all. Thank you.
That's all our group presentation. Thank you.